Alright.
We're live now.
And we're live. Or my channel will be recorded, but it's all good. Hello everyone, Epic Steve here. Let's get into the intros. DC? Fascinating. Hot Side?
Yo, it's your boy Hot Sauce, and I might pass out in this podcast, but we're gonna get through it.
Master Minoso.
Greetings, everyone. This is Master Minos. How have you guys been?
Alright. Let's get into our sponsors.
Trying to get the sponsors now. We're starting with Inner Server.
Are we? Alright, so. Inner Server. Did you bring it up?
Yeah, I'm bringing everything up.
Okay. It does not say you're live on my end. What the heck?
What?
Alright, here you go. Alright, it just took a while to boot you up.
Yeah, that's trash.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, innerserver.net. You got it up, Minos?
Yes,
for
it's
the
up.
screen?
It seriously should be up. We're literally live.
Get a server for $2.50 per month, something like that.
God, I'm casting this thing. It can get for it can set up a plan for $2.50 per month, and there's also other plans. There's the 8 a month, the general 8 a month plan, the VPS special, and there's a dedicated server. For if you really want to, put your website on full blast. Be sure to check out Inner Server if you can. Also, there's Razer. If you're looking for any gear or any laptops, good chances are Razer may be for you. Right now, there's this Captain America charger and controller going on. They also have this chair and there's even a bonus $20 Razer Gold if you select a headset. Yeah, we normally have DC for this, but something's up with him right now. And get response. You can get your business online, grow your audience, engage with customers at hand, and boost online sales as well. This basically also enhances your website if you're working on it. However, it has a steep price. A horrifically steep price. Yes, it's free. But if you want to get the pricing of it, but if you want to get back at least some of the pricing of Inner Server, there's always Honey. Not a sponsor, but just shine them out again. Finally, Daz 3D. If you want to get 3D renderer or something, good chances are Daz 3D is also for you. No idea.
You want that Pixar level of quality of renders? This is as close as you're going to get without having to buy your own render studio setup. That's going to cost you lots and lots of money. I recommend Daz 3D. Epic recommends DAZ 3D. We use it to focus on our 3D models, our characters, and it's just a really nice, amazing platform for not just characters, not just 3D models, but I believe it's also got some textures and other cool little add-ons that you guys should check out if you're into modeling or art or any of that cool stuff. Go check them out.
Yeah, I may end up testing this out somewhere down the line soon. But that's it on my end. I will trust you guys' word. Now, anything else before we move on to the topics at hand? Oh man, and uh-oh. Don't tell me this thing kicked Epic out!
I don't know.
Yeah, I hope not. Yeah, that's actually happened to me sometimes. We had...
No idea what happened on my end. Spectrum just got mad at me. Again.
Wow, indeed.
Yeah. I blame DC.
We just did 15 topics, and ooh, that's not good sound.
Okay.
That rural sound from Skype is never good.
Yeah, you heard that too.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a rule. Oh snap! Let's go. Well, let's just do these topics and see if we can get through them.
Yeah. And I forgot to switch defaults.
Okay.
You're slacking.
Ugh. Actually, going first, we have the remainder of video game release dates. The most notable right now will be on the 29th of April, Nintendo Switch Sports.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Nintendo Switch Sports looks like it'll be cool. I mean, that's really all I say about it. I mean, I think it's $60 though. So do I think it's $60?
Yeah.
That's a whole different.
Yeah, this is the successor of the Wii Sports series. However, due to the custom characters, a lot of people were fearing that Mii's may end up being phased out or something. Thankfully, they're not. Their faces are still about. But they have different bodies. Oh my god. Now it's happened to me. Now it's officially happened to me. Not you, Discord. Not you. Ugh. You're to spare in case something happens with Skype. Oh. Oh man, that's messed up. Why you do me like that? For Skype being mean to me, now this.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back. Skype was being mean to me.
Okay. Like, You left like the streamer left.
Yeah, Skep was seriously mean to me.
But yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles. I can't wait for that game. I love the Xeno series. I like the Xenogears. I like Xenoblade.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
coming sooner than we think.
Yeah, they actually
I don't think I ever
pushed the
played-
date up. Back.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever played the Xeno series.
I haven't either.
Is very good. Like I mean, it's vast. Like I mean, you're going across a big world, but there's something in the world. It's not like a big, sandbox with nothing there. There's always something. And then what I like about it is like at the beginning start points of every one of the games, you can encounter an enemy that's just like OP'd when you're like level 1. So you can either choose to try to fight it through strategy or just run away like a little coward. I would run away because I ain't trying to go for that. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta bring your inner Elder Ring, man. You gotta bring that in. You gotta fight him like the Elder Ring bosses.
Well, like Elder Ring bosses, these bosses have like these weird area of effect moves that like cover like half the map. I'm like, how do I dodge that?
I don't know how I would dodge that either.
I mean, you can. It's just very difficult. I don't think it's meant for you to fight them. I mean, you can, but I don't think it's meant for you to do that.
Nope.
All right, yeah, next topic, though.
Yeah. Yeah, this next one's actually pretty serious. So earlier the week, Twitch ends up being accused of... Twitch ends up showing off its double standards yet again.
Congratulations to Twitch.
Wait, what about Twitch?
It showed off its double standards again.
Yeah, they're showing off their double standards yet again. This time they're being accused of double standards for allowing sex stream titles against men. And yes, this is serious.
I believe it.
Quoting, Twitch has since made updates to both the I Hate Women and I Hate Men stream titles. This change came from following allegations of discrimination against Twitch for banning one but not the other. Wow, this was actually updated. This was actually updated on Friday. Late Friday night. Holy crap. They somehow managed to fix that. It was either hate one or hate either both of them or hate none of them. Pick a side, Twitch, but somehow they nuked it. Somehow they cut the bull crap. I thought they would not do that. Originally,
I remember seeing this topic.
Yeah. Originally, someone pointed this out. That the title I Hate Women will end up getting you moderate, but not I Hate Men for some reason. That used
YouTuber
to be...
I watch was covering this topic, and I saw it. I was like, "What?"
That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird and seriously messed up.
That's kind of like if I were to start a Twitch name, He-Man Woman Haters. But at the same time, if anyone's a movie buff, they would know that's from The Little Rascals.
Yeah, they had like
He-Man Woman Haters would get you nuked, but back then. But She-Ra Man Haters, anything misandrist, used to be okay there until they cut the bullshit here.
Twitch has a very hard line of cutting bullshit.
What's going on?
You could say I hate men, but you couldn't say I hate women on Twitch.
Yeah, that was before
I
Twitch.
saw that.
That was before Twitch updated and cut the crap.
At least I give Twitch this. At least they fix this problem quick.
Yeah, relatively quick. It's somehow
I've seen a $1 billion company fix a problem.
Yeah.
So
this somehow
say the
blew
truth.
up on...
I hate everybody.
Yeah,
I do.
this somehow blew up on this poor guy. quoting, I just thought it was crazy funny how I wanted to call my Twitch stream I Hate Women to mock the fact that people are blowing things out of proportion again by saying old men are bad in the VTuber community, but Twitch said no. And that was from a completely, entirely different debacle. That was from an entirely different debacle, but yeah. This ended up pointing out Twitch's blatant misandry up until they fixed it.
Well, Twitch does got a double standard.
Yeah,
policy. We all know.
still.
We all know how much they pay the creators and how everybody don't really get paid equally. So yeah, it's cool. Like, I already know that y'all have double standard policies, so it's really like the more you accept it, the less of the the less of the bullshit that we're gonna be talking about. But it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember at one point you couldn't say coward on Twitch for some reason. They fixed that problem, but for a little while you can't even say that. It didn't make any sense.
I don't know if they still have the blind tag problem, but there is definitely a current problem at hand where the VTuber tag was being misused by either people that aren't VTubers and complete hacks. Especially complete hacks. There is some slur that had this complete tirade, falsely accusing VTubers of isthethilia while she's still on that tag herself. She's still spurging out to this day, I think. They still have that problem at hand, but thankfully they cut this crap. Hey, it's like... Hey, it's like be Alucard and hate everyone hate both genders equally, or hate none of them. Pick a side, please.
Real quick, do any of y'all know a futuristic anime I could just go watch? Because I think I'm in the futuristic anime mood.
Red versus
both
blue.
mech animes.
I said futuristic anime, not Rooster Teeth.
Have you seen Genocyber already?
Genocyber? What the fuck?
I've never heard of that before in my life.
That was on the top of my mind.
Futuristic animes.
Gundam.
Apocalyptic future or like future sci-fi?
Let's go with future sci-fi.
Gundam Unicorn, not Iron Blood Orphans, because that one sucked. but Unicorn is really good.
No matter how many years go by, he'll never forget.
I'll never forget how bad that anime was. Because there was little to no mech fighting in a mech anime.
Yeah, that was trash.
I was like, what?
Eureka 7?
I've seen that.
Okay.
No, that is.
It aired on Toonami. The kid's a cuck. The kid's a cuck until the end. Even so, he comes a little bitch.
Don't give AO Don't give Eureka 7 AO a try. I heard that's worse.
I gave it one season. I gave it one season, and it was just like it wasn't popping. It was not popping. It tried to continue forward, but due to the fact that the anime came out like way, like it would have had a better chance if it kind of aired a couple months or at least a year after. But it came out like really when the anime been out for like a couple of years ago, so it wasn't popping. That's all I can say.
Gotcha. Oh, I did look up. Genocyber is futuristic themed.
And everybody's seen Gurren Lagann.
Yeah.
And I have not met a person who ever heard of Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, so
one of my faves.
Yeah, it's a very good anime, and it's very old. Well, not very, very old, but it's pretty old.
Let's see.
Next topic.
Got anything else, or do you want to go to the next topic?
I mean, Twitch is stupid. I mean, honestly, Twitch used to be better than YouTube. Now, I think YouTube is better in some ways. Twitch still has its things, but I don't know.
I think they both have their own stupid wall to get over. Twitch has its double standard wall, and YouTube has its we're going to demonetize certain YouTubers for no reason, and anyone can flag someone else's work even if they have no reason to flag it, kind of thing.
Yeah, I sure hope that's one of our topics because Google released a thing detailing that a third of the people who use it are fraudulent cases. I'm like, if you know that, shouldn't you do something about it?
This first I've heard of this.
Yeah, they actually released a thing about that. Google.
I wish there was a way you could countersue someone that flags your stuff for no reason.
There is, but it's very difficult.
Okay, they made my life difficult by saying I'm not going to get paid for this video that I worked on. I would definitely fight it.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah,
What's going on?
Talking about how.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Anyways, moving on.
Talk about the copyright thing. Well, really can't change anything until it's up to Google's hand to change something, and we can't do anything until they change it. So, good luck.
Yeah. Google's on crack as always. Alright, onward to the next topic. Now, Nintendo of America that got named up in a workers' rights complaint. Apparently, Nintendo of America got named alongside hiring Phil Ashton Carter in the National Labor Relations Board filing alleged concert activities and coercive actions to violate individuals' worker protective right to unionize.
That was a lot of words that I don't even know what they're trying to say to me. What?
Yeah. However,
in English.
Yeah, this is straight up discrimination.
Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, see all those words, I didn't even understand what they're trying to say to me.
Straight up discrimination, empty promises.
So,
however, Nintendo of America it denies all of this.
Of course they're going to deny all of it, because if it comes up, because if they be like, yeah, we did it, it's going to look bad on them, but it could be true. It can still be true.
I mean, it could be true.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, I feel like that's every multi-million to billion-dollar American company. Because, hey, that's free market for you. But, I mean, if this is true, I mean, I really want something to be done about it, but best you can do is calculate with the Better Business Bureau.
Yeah, I want to point out something that really messed up here. An employee with over 5 years in a temporary worker cycle spoke of slipping and banging their head on their way to work. After experiencing potential concussion symptoms in the office, they were turned away from the on-site clinic due to the employment status, and a full-time colleague wasn't permitted to drive them to a clinic. Eventually, an Uber had to be called. They want to control you like you're full-time, but not treat you like you're a full-time worker. Unquote. That was one of the problems here.
What was that person's name? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. It's just I saw the name. I didn't know how to pronounce. But
Jelena Zamonja. That's my best guess.
I'm not going to say it because I don't want to offend them even more than I just did. Because that came out super offensive. I wasn't trying to say it offensive. But, I mean, to that person... did they say he or she in here? I don't know. So to that person, I mean that's terrible. I have no reason to believe that you're making this story up. So I do believe it until otherwise. So
yeah,
I mean, like I said, filed that complaint with the Better Business Bureau, and doing an interview with Kotaku is not going to help you. You literally file that complaint. I mean, bring forth your evidence so something can be done about that. We don't need this happening again.
Yeah, and that's to the lawsuit. That's currently happening.
Yeah, so I wish the best with this.
Yeah.
What's going on? One more time, because I'm checking in and out.
This person
Yeah.
apparently had hurt themselves at work really badly to the point they had a concussion, and they weren't permitted to use the in-house, medical center, and there was not and none employees were permitted to drive them to the hospital, so they had to call it Uber.
And that's
That's
because
a-
they.
That sounds like any job in America.
It does.
Really
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, we're like to non-American people. We're not trying to make light of this. It's just this is American companies. Unfortunately, not saying it's a good thing, but it is in the States. This is $1 million to $1 billion American companies.
And that was because they were a tempo worker, not a full-time worker.
It doesn't matter what type of worker you are. A worker is still a worker. You're still a human being.
Concussion,
which
still a
means
concussion. Like
yes, if you get hurt on the job should have the decency to take you to a hospital, or just take you to the hospital. Period.
I mean, they have
an
an in-house medical center,
If
but
still,
they turned away from that because they're temp worker, not full time.
still,
I'm
you
just
should
wondering.
still treat the person.
I was just wondering if they had an employee ride with the person that had a concussion in the Uber car.
From what it sounds like, what they were saying is, if they couldn't get their friend at the job to drive them, I don't think their friend was able to leave.
Yeah, that's very.
That is trash.
Yeah.
Because they had to call a whole nother third party. They called Uber.
I'm surprised they didn't call ambulance, but
It's one of those
Honestly,
things
with these
where it's
prices,
like
call Uber.
it's like one of those situations. I'm not comparing it to. It's like your friend gets hurt at work like really badly, and instead you go and take your friend to the hospital because there's no in-house nurse, and you forget to tell somebody. So when you come back and explain your reasons with even camera, with all the stuff at work, they don't care. They'll just fire you for not. Because they say you didn't follow any proper procedures, even though like somebody was hurt and you got to take somebody to the hospital. Because if you don't, they can like get, it could be serious and shit like that. It's that type of shit.
yeah. And if they were to threaten me that they were going to fire me over it, I would jump on a bandwagon to sue their ass. I'm just saying. Legally, I don't think they could fire you when it's in the need of helping an employee and the higher ups aren't even following their own procedures to do what they were supposed to.
Unfortunately, it depends on whatever state you're in, because some states have I forget what it's called, but it's basically where an employer can fire you on just about any reason as long as it's not discrimination. Like I know Georgia, California, Florida, and some others can't think of, have that where an employer can technically fire you on almost any grounds without an explanation.
Yep.
As long as it's not discrimination.
As long as they say I fire you because you're black, then they can fire you already.
Yeah.
Or disabled ability.
Yeah, exactly. As long as it's not discrimination, like your sexual orientation or your race, they can gender that. Not in all the 50 states, but in a good bit of them, they have that rule. So it just really depends.
And sometimes they could, since they can fire over everything, they can say it's the other thing, but it could be meaning the other thing.
Yeah, I mean, it could be because you're black, but they could say it's because of something else.
Yeah.
As long as
They'll just say it's something else to cover themselves, as long as it doesn't actually tie
they don't
to
have to write
discrimination.
a full thing. Like I know in Washington, they have to write a full. To fire people in Washington, they have to write this full kind of memoir essentially of why they fired. Where in states like I say Georgia, you don't have to do that, which is something I found out recently. So yeah,
it's one of those things where I don't want to get into politics, but it's one of those things that we gotta that we got to talk about. We got to change some laws.
I mean, that policy definitely needs to change because it's a dumb policy. If an employer wants to fire you, they have to have, in my opinion, a really good reason. They have to be able to state that reason. Because if you can't state the reason why you're firing someone, then I don't feel like you have any business firing them. Like, if I'm firing someone because they're not working, I should be able to state that they're not working exactly what work they're supposed to do that they did not do. I can't just be like, I don't think you're working.
Man, please, Georgia still got the Georgia still got the whole $5.15 minimum wage, and they still haven't changed that yet.
Yeah.
Like jobs have to be legally binding to do 7.25 because that's the law. But remember, our real minimum wage is still stuck at 5.15, and we still don't have a governor or a state or anybody who wants to change that, which is weird because 5.15 ain't livable. $15 is not even livable to this point. $20 is barely livable at this point.
And that's if you're single.
That's if you're single, you have no kids, or
and you don't own property.
Yeah, you're essentially just in an apartment or renting space. And like I said, Georgia, Florida doesn't have state tax, I don't believe. I don't know.
Georgia's is like a low 5%.
I really don't.
No, state tax. Never mind.
Yeah,
I was thinking. Yeah, it don't matter. Anyways,
in any case, we can just move on. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. I just wish the best with this, because something like that happens. You get a concussion and you're like, I need. You try to go to in-care medical center. Like, nah, son, you temp worker. And then you're like, can my friend take me to the hospital? Nah, if you don't want to lose a job. Like, what?
Yeah, that still blows.
That definitely blows. That's why we need policy changes.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting political, so we're going next topic.
Yeah, straight to next topic. Onward to news that actually isn't distressing. Splatoon 3's release date has been revealed. It is revealed to be on the 9th of September.
Yes, Splatoon 3. Do you remember the 9th day of September? That's when I made everyone look free on Splatoon 3. But yeah, shout out to that. I'm definitely going to be playing the mess out again. I played Splatoon 1 on my friend's Wii U because I didn't know one myself. I played Splatoon 2 on the Switch. Still have it, actually. One of the few games that my brother didn't sell. And gonna be playing Splatoon 3.
I've been playing this ever since Splatoon 1. Well, basically since the start.
Yeah, and after it's a really good series. It's Nintendo's, I think, newest franchise, or one of the newest franchises, and it's really good. It's made by the same team that did Animal Crossing, but actually like this game.
Wow.
I'm not a huge fan of Animal Crossing. But yeah.
And yeah, I'm definitely gonna be playing the mess out of this soon. But of course, I'm gonna be doing a celebratory stream or two with Splatoon 2 a few more times before finally playing the mess out of Splatoon 3.
I can. I'll get the game and give it a shot. Like I have never owned a Splatoon. Like, I played Splatoon 2 a little bit, but I haven't owned a Splatoon game, so I'll give this one a shot.
It's a really good franchise, in my opinion.
It's really fun, personally.
It does the whole turf war thing, like, a lot of games do, but it just does it really, really well. It's really fun.
In the trailer, they showed off
Wait, what? People were talking. What'd you say, Hot Side?
I said I think what gives it its appeal is the 3D environment that you can paint on.
Yeah, the whole painting
elevations.
Because I wasn't a paintball as a kid. I didn't get to play it too much because my mom wasn't too into paintball. It's guns, but it was fun. So,
me neither.
So you're swimming through ink, that you put on there. It's a really cool game. The whole abilities and stuff, and you can choose your different loadout, and you can choose your drip. Yeah, you got drip in this game.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Also, they unveiled a lot of new stuff in the trailer, and here's what the
you
new stuff
get
looks
all
like.
that stuff, like all the drip and loadouts, within game just by playing it. You don't have to pay actual money.
Yeah.
Activision.
The only time you ever paid actual money was an actual expansion.
Yep.
An actual expansion that rewards you with playing as an Octoling for Splatoon 2.
Yeah. So yeah, actual expansion. You don't pay money for your loadouts or your auto reticles. God damn.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to Activision. But yeah.
Me neither.
But yeah, I'm getting it. That's all I need to say.
Same.
If I have extra money, I might get a copy for DC for his Switch. Just so we can play together.
Yeah, I'm definitely playing the mess out of this one, and I'll be streaming that a lot too. But of course, I'll throw in some different stuff in just to make sure to drown, just to make sure no one gets entirely drowned out of it for it.
Yep.
That's all I have to say.
Yep. Next topic.
Now, some historic village remains got found on the Nintendo Museum's construction site. No, really, this happened. So last summer, Nintendo announced plans for a Nintendo Gallery, a museum of sorts that will share Nintendo's product development history and philosophy with the public. It's using the site of a now out-of-use malfunctioning manufacturing facility, which was also used for prop repairs before seeing its work shifted elsewhere. You can see a concept image for that facility below. But Asahi has reported that in the process of preparing the ground for the remains of the Yayoi period village, which is from the late 3rd century, were discovered. A city council has reportedly been working on 2 areas of the site since February. It's found pottery, a potential ritual site, earthware plates, and indicators of buildings thus far. The report states that the dig will end in the close of April, which point will be filled in and the construction will resume. And the gallery is slated to be open in the 2023 to 2030 in the 2023 34th financial year. With the report that the targeting opening is in 2023. Unquote. Yeah, they found some remains here.
I mean, that's pretty cool. They found some history.
Yeah.
And
that's while trying to build a museum.
Yeah. So where is this at? This is in Nintendo of Japan?
Yes, this is Nintendo of Japan.
All right. Okay, so I know here in the States we have that rule where you can't build on, land that has historic stuff on it, and until like it's able to be excavated, if it's able to be excavated.
Yeah.
I did not know Japan had that same rule, so nice.
Yeah.
I think
turns out they found a different type of history.
Yeah. Anyways, I think that rule applies at, if I'm not wrong, the United Nations, but don't quote me on that.
I have no idea. I just remember it was Amazon wanted to build something somewhere here in the States, and then they found like fossils and other remains, so they had to wait till that stuff got excavated, and some of the stuff couldn't be, so they had to move their site a bit so that it didn't intrude on that.
Oh yeah, dinosaur fossils?
Yeah, so, but I don't know, because I didn't know if that was a rule anywhere aside from the States, because I live in the States, so that's all I know as far as laws and regulations. I don't pretend to know laws and regulations of other places.
Yeah, they're pretty strict on tribal areas here in America and in Japan.
So it's cool. It's cool to see that. So I mean, like I said, they got some stuff they can excavated, and uh, that's about it.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right. Next topic.
Onward.
I mean, that was a nice topic. I just didn't really have much to say past what I said.
Yeah, talk about finding gold on accident. I don't know if I should. I believe I should have put this in dumb news, but it isn't that dumb compared to the actual dumb news.
I'll go ahead. Whatever it is, we'll be the judge of that. Or I'll be. 'Cause I think hot went to sleep.
Alright.
Yeah.
Chrono
Yeah,
Cross's
Hot's
director actually re-released the Radical Dreamers to stop scalpers. Sorry. He re-released the Radical Dreamers to stop scalpers, allegedly. No, not allegedly. He actually did that. To quote, well, it's been over 20 years since Radical Dreamers that you saw into Elite was first released. Apparently, Radical Dreamers was being sold for crazy prices. So I was approached this time around about porting the game. I was like, fine, go on then. That was actually the main reason of this, but to make this long story short, we found not only some hard censorship, but there was also it was also at the point where they ended up sounding hypocritical. And you know what else? The Japanese originals are only going to increase in price because of this.
Yeah, I don't see. I see where his heart was with this, but I don't really think he thought this over. Like a lot of people, they'll like for example, with Mario Brothers 3, it's not rare, but let's say it was. If that was a rare game, then Nintendo re-released it as a HD whatever, the original would just go up in value because it's still the original.
Yeah.
Like I don't think they really thought that over. Like the original still remains the original, and people, for the original hardware, the only way you can stop the scalpers is you re-release the original version for the original hardware. You just made more copies of it, put a bunch of that into the wild. Then you'd basically flood the market with those, making them essentially worthless. That's the only way to stop them. Yeah. I don't really think he thought this through all the way. But I mean, his heart was in the right place.
Yeah. Yeah, his heart was in the right place, but too bad Square Enix's ain't.
Nah, Square Enix is Square Enix. We already talked about them last podcast.
Yeah.
With the first topic being them saying they don't want to censor, and then the last topic was like, oh, you're going to censor the mess out games. Like, what?
Hey, you guys who shouldn't copy the West. Meanwhile, they're copying the West. With it's that same bullcrap that we don't want. Yeah, this next one's super quick. You know who else is doing these dumb in-game ads? Sony PlayStation.
Oh, I thought it was you.
It's definitely not me. Wow.
How do I know it wasn't you, though?
First, I've slanged enough mud at Sony to know that I would not do this on their part. Sure as hell won't hire me there. Especially once they find if they find any of the podcasts.
Oh,
and
yeah.
now they're doing this. It's the same as Microsoft's. We can't. We came here to get away from that, not embrace it. Come on.
Yeah, PlayStation wants mobile style adverts in its games. See, I don't understand why every company is looking to do what 2K and stuff are doing. Where it's like, we're gonna have advertisements within our games. Listen, I paid $60 for this game. Why is there gonna be an advertisement in it? That doesn't make any sense.
Like, I would understand it if it's like a sign in the background, like a poster on a wall, hey, drink a Sprite, or hey, have a Crunch Bar. Something like that, I would understand.
Yeah, or there's like scene the cutscene where like
Yeah.
they're drinking something that's name brand.
Yes, exactly. But for
Or-
them to force ads, yes. Someone needs to tell them they need to shove it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was actually one of the podcast's early days thumbnails. This is season 3, I think.
Yeah, I don't understand why these companies are doing it. Like with Capcom, when you Street Fighter Five, like I don't even play Street Fighter Five anymore. And they before each match they be advertising Capcom Pro Tour.
You had it right. You had it
And,
right the first time.
I'm just like, bro, I don't wish to participate in this tour. Let me play this match. Like, and it'd be up on the screen for like 30 seconds before you can start your match. I'm like, bro, that's 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I don't care. Like, so that to me was just like mind blowing. Because I'm like, I just want to play the game. And now I say, hey, listen, we know you spend money on this game, but we got an ad for you. I'm like, why though? So it's gonna be like an ad every time I do a mission or something, or
Yeah.
ad before I start the game. There's gonna be ad. Then I get to play the game. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
what's the vibe on that one? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
None
That's why I don't play
whatsoever.
2K anymore. I mean, I don't like 2K anymore, but I definitely don't play because, hey, we got an ad. Like, why though?
Oh
It's a
yeah,
$6
speaking of
game.
2K, on top of those types of ads, there's still about... Remember, that thing's a glorified casino. A glorified real money casino. And all you get is virtual crap. Yeah, gambling like that normally lands you an adults only rating. But no, it's still everyone for some reason.
Well, there was a game a while back. I believe it was called Extra Life or Another Life, something life. Anyways, it was a MMORPG. You paid a certain amount of money, and then you go in there, and you could buy real items in the real world, but for your virtual character. It was a weird concept, but I guarantee you it made them a couple of different mints. They probably got rich off that.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah, I know a lot of people do that RuneScape. They said they did it, not within the game. Yeah, they had things outside the game to do that or something like that. But I don't know. And keep your ads out of $60 games. Or, I mean, when mobile games do it, they do it because most of those games, well, not most, like the games do are free. And the reason why they're doing it is to, pay for the cost of the game. Like, Candy Crush is paying for the cost of the game with the ads. A game I play a lot of, more than I like to let on, is what's that game called? Wordscapes.
My Little Pony.
Heck,
My Little Pony.
like Wordscapes. Which if you ever played that has ads. It's a free game.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can spend money on it. I don't, but like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
After you complete a thing, a map or whatever, it gives you an ad. You can skip the ad in like 10 seconds. Also gives you gifts for watching ads. Like you get like virtual money to get hints or whatever you want to do, and it's stuff like that, and it makes sense because this game's free.
Yeah. Also, Among Us Mobile happens to be free, but yeah, but after every match you have ads.
Yeah.
The PC version, on the other hand, is not free, but they're free of ads as a result. I've actually tried that app. It's honestly still good. It's honestly still very good. But I find the PC version better, obviously. And with that, let's move it. So, gamers are hesitant to adopt Windows 11 according to a Steam survey. Gee, I wonder why. Maybe it's because it's pretty wonky.
Servers in general are stupid.
What?
Yeah. I know it was asking me that I want to update to Windows 11. I'm like, nope. I disabled auto updates in general on my device because I won't even try to accidentally update on me.
Yeah, auto updated on me on my end. Thankfully, everything's still working good.
What's going on?
Gamers are hesitant to adopt Windows 11.
Yeah, that's according to
not
Steam
because
survey.
it's the whole 20. Yeah, because it's not the whole 20%. 20% uses on your CPU or your GPU or anything, or it's the fact that it has automatically anti-spyware built in or anything like that. That can already have use on your GPU. It's just there's just a lot of shit that's not for gamers with the Windows 7 or Windows 11. And the worst part is they pretty much got no choice because they're forcing people to upgrade.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever.
Yeah, and the trip is with Linux. It's not exactly while it's very open source, it's not exactly for gaming for now. There's still Windows for that, unfortunately. So Windows 10 for now is still the safe haven before Windows 11 happens. Wait. So I'm getting cut off right now because of Spectrum. Definitely sounds like it. Also, speaking of Spectrum. Oh, Epic's still there. Thank God.
Yeah, I'm still here. Surprisingly.
Shaw, you still there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Oh yeah, according to the article, the Steam hardware survey shows only 1.25 increase of Windows 11 operating system installations since February. For comparison, several months after Windows 10 launch, Steam users reported an increase of over 30%. Linux and Mac OS still sit under 5% of the reported users. While gamers are hesitant to adapt to Windows 11 with its many major OS releases, we recommend you wait before upgrading to Windows 11 for the time being to avoid any potential hassle with compatibility, like Windows 8 and eventually Windows 10 get rolled out. As far as GPUs are concerned, NVIDIA is still dominating with over 75% of the reported users having a NVIDIA card, with a GeForce GTX 1060 being the most popular. AMD comes coming in at a far second with just over 14% of all users, and with the most popular AMD card being your RX 580. Unquote. So that's the numbers for it. I understand, and I fully understand why. I've already said why.
Yeah, you're not gonna force me to log into an account just to use that doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, you're forced to log. Apparently, you're forced to log in the account to install stuff now. What?
Yeah, like I know why they're doing that, but I don't care.
That's
It's a boast.
BS.
No,
It's the Boston numbers. It's just to say we have a
Yeah,
lot of users on Wizards 11 now.
like the reason they're saying is, oh, it's for security reasons, but no, it's to bolster numbers because you say we have 1 billion people logged into, Windows 11. So
The bigger numbers mean they could attract more investors, and more investors means more money for the company. It's elementary,
yeah, I mean, I still don't care though, so I'm not updating.
Like, I bought a new system and it came with it, so I have no choice.
Mm-hmm. That's it for me.
Yeah. Next topic.
All right, welcome to the censorship corner. But first off, we have actually good news revolving to the censorship corner before we get to the bull crap.
Well, we have good news for censorship corner.
Oh yeah, the first topic is about RimWorld. RimWorld has officially got its Australian ban lifted, and it's now rated R18+. There you are. Originally, this was banned for, guess what? Yeah, Epic should know this answer too well.
World got his Australian ban lifted. Now, right?
Are you serious? Ain't nobody like it?
Yeah. I'll spoil it. It was originally banned for drugs.
Oh, that's
I'm
funny.
not surprised.
Oh my goodness.
I thought Epic would have an instantaneous response, but nope.
I saw that. I was like, just too easy. But
If it isn't drugs, it's butthole stuff. Australia hates both.
That is funny. Yo, this has got drugs in it. Yes, it does.
Yeah. To quote, the newly published statement from the Australian Classification Review Board confirmed the original and denial has been overturned, following an appeal made by the developer Ludion Studios. The game includes fantasy drug use, but in the review board's opinion, the game mechanic ultimately provides disincentives related to drug-taking behavior, to a point where regular drug use leads to negative consequences such as overdose, addiction, and withdrawal, the statement reads. Players must choose for a colonist pawns to consume drugs in certain scenarios, but this greatly hinders player progress, as characters with second edition must deal with long-term negative impacts of their drug use. The drug use is depicted as a distance through a top-down perspective in the highly stylized, spirified form. It also contains high-impact themes that are justified by a context of colonists surviving in an inhospitable fantasy world. Unquote.
So let me get this straight. It's in censor because it got drug use in the game,
Yeah.
and I'm guessing that it's already an infimmature game, right?
Yeah.
So ratings don't mean shit anymore.
Or whatever Australia's rating for M is. I don't know
Yeah.
what they use. They use Peggy or something else.
Yeah, they use something else.
Oh wait, there it is. R18. They use what the
Yeah,
heck?
they use R18.
I don't even know what that system's called. But yeah, I mean that's basically RM. So I mean it's rated M. I don't really see the point of it.
Yeah, it's still it's a hard M.
Yeah, so I mean, someone's eating good.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I mean,
Yeah, you ain't sure. That's crazy.
no, because you ate. Y'all ate Friday. Y'all didn't ask me to join, so
You
what
weren't
about that?
driving all the way down here.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that means you didn't share. Anyways. Yeah. Anyways, like, yeah, we said this a lot of times. We said it before. It's stupid to have a rating system that is meant for adults, and you're trying to censor games
because
censor
the
games to the point
children.
where it's like, for the children.
It's like we don't want them depicting these acts or whatever, or mimicking these acts that's depicted here. I'm like, but
It's
they
not
shouldn't
for
be
them.
having.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have the game. I mean, it's M. I don't really understand.
Oh yeah, it's M for mature it's M for mature in case of ESRB. Peggy 16 in case of Europe.
Yeah, so that means kids are not supposed to play this. So why are you censoring a mature game that's for a mature audience
Yeah.
that knows right and wrong? And if they don't, they got mental issues. They go to the hospital.
Yeah,
I don't. Why you censor? Yeah, I don't know. Like why they're doing that? It's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never understood the government policing people when you have systems that do the whole that were made to do this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there used to be
video games are coming more stricter than stuff in real life. Well, not coming stricter.
Oh yeah, there used to be parental advisory stickers for the super old games before ESRB happened.
Yeah, that becoming more stricter.
Yeah, like they made this ESRB because of games like Mortal Kombat and apparently a game called Night Trap, which was the most boring game I ever played in my life.
Yeah.
It's not for the children, because
yeah,
girls are obviously getting harmed by that little net thingy that they siphon blood and obviously they're depicting them, in provocative clothes that really shows nothing. And
it showed absolutely nothing. If that was what 90 was revealing, they'd have conniption now. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like, they didn't show anything. Like, stuff like that is probably what some of their mom wears as a nightgown. But
yeah, as a nightgown. Like, oh my gosh, it's beautiful women in nightgowns. Oh my god.
Oh
the
yeah.
Children.
Oh yeah, if memory serves in Night Trap, you have to stop some scoundrels that were breaking into a place. And if you fail, they get killed or something. The girls being killed.
Get captured.
Oh yeah, they get captured.
They don't get killed.
Yeah, because the guys in with the net.
If that game was a movie, that would be the most PG game I've ever seen in my life. So that's not an E for everyone. It's a T for teen at best.
Yeah.
At actually not best, at worst.
At worst it's a T for teen.
Yeah,
like
worst is a teen rating.
There was nothing in that game. I mean, like,
yeah, it was mainly due to shock value.
Yeah, the guys would just get you with a net, and that was it. I mean, there was no guns and weapons. They just like, hey, net, like a butterfly. So I mean,
again, they was like, Mortal Kombat is affecting their youth. Not really, but I can see how. I can let y'all have Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, let's have Mortal Kombat. I just couldn't let them have Night Trap. Like,
yeah,
let them have like.
Mortal Kombat I can understand to a point. Night Trap, yeah, that's weak sauce.
That game was boring.
Mortal Kombat, like you've seen it in the arcade. Like little kids have seen it in the arcade, and you see people getting their spine and stuff ripped off, and the game's hard. Fighting game is hard, so it's already bullshit enough. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, come back to us when something that actually insane happened, like someone stapling someone's vagina. And
dude,
that's actually.
Oh man, we gonna this podcast gonna cancel it in everything else. That's crazy.
Yeah. Bad enough I had to see that on Twitter.
I hope you're sensitive. I hope you make modifications before you take it off, re-upload it. You better hope you make modifications, man, because you're the one who said that shit.
I've said worse.
Yeah, we're already skirting past Susan. Just, I'm telling you, if we ever hit 1,000 subscribers and they start looking at us, it's gonna be crazy.
Second episode banned. Third episode banned. Fourth episode banned. Fifth episode censored.
They gotta hit us with all. Gotta modify this.
Yeah.
Modifying like freaking.
People said far
700 hours
worse.
content.
It's gonna be like a
There's
full
far
part-time
worse, and
job,
they're
but
still up.
it'd be like a full part-time job for middle, so middle slam get paid for it.
It's gonna be a part-time job, just editing half the videos in our arsenal.
DC, can you? DC going to sleep.
That would not be fun.
Okay, because of the fact I gotta get up in 5 hours, I'm gonna have to dip out early. You have a good night.
All right, do your outro.
Yeah.
Superstar DC, I'm going to sleep. Bye.
All right, next topic.
Now we're onward to the actual bull crap. So first off, Nintendo Switch's new release of 13 Sentinel Sagas Rim, they kept the non-binary localization changes. So this is another case of one golden opportunity to make everything right and reverse the censorship, especially the censorship of prior, and they don't do it. And you know what's gonna happen? Same as happened when that one Fire Emblem crossover with Shin Megami Tensei game. That name escapes me for some reason now.
Sharp FE.
Yeah, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE. That's the one.
Yeah.
When that happened, everyone was like, "No, thank you."
I didn't understand why they censored the Switch version because the Wii U version wasn't. Out in America, you know, the Wii U version came out in America as well as Japan and stuff, and that was the full version. But then they censored the Switch version, but no one had a problem with the Wii U version. I didn't really understand that.
Oh yeah, this was because of the the original version was exclusively PlayStation. And the devs got lazy and copied it into the port instead of removing the censorship altogether.
That makes more sense. So like, I don't think because Nintendo of America, as it stands right now, have not really been censoring their stuff like Sony has.
They normally don't screw a third party.
Yeah, but it makes sense. This is a port, you know. So they took the PlayStation version and they just, you know, did some tweaking to make it run on Switch.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's still a very trash move on their part, and no way that's gonna net them any coin. Well, and a decent coin at least.
I don't know why they censored it in the first place when they said, let's just tell them instead of he's a guy, or they say binary. I don't know who would say it.
Oh yeah, one of the characters cross dresses.
Yeah, I still don't know who in actual conversation would say that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, still this needs to stop. It's gotten extremely dumb. Enough on my end.
I mean, that's it for me. Next topic.
Wait.
Yeah, I think Hotshot went to sleep now.
Oh, wait. Also, I was sharing this entire time, right?
Yes. Hotshot going once, going twice.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you were saved.
Ooh, I almost booted you.
You almost got hard docked.
Oh, no, I mean, I was going to dock you. I was going to boot you. But...
Give me a moment. We're going to Sankaku now.
Ooh, Sankaku.
Thankfully, Yeah, thankfully that site's always considerate and has a toggle for mature stuff, but you can never be too sure. That's why That's why in Epic's part, this is covered with the chat at hand. On my part, I have a special sensor unless Epic's also using that special sensor at hand on his OBS.
Oh no, I'm just gonna take what you have because I couldn't even get OBS running today.
Oh yeah, this will be on. In case of the recording, this will be on Epic's as soon as I can.
Luckily, I'm uploading the other podcasts. I'm gonna be uploading them time and fashion. So by the time I put the last one up, this one should be finished, and then we put this one up.
Yeah, literally on the daily. So we have.
Like I'm hearing like one word every other minute.
Oh, you're good. Grand Theft Auto 5 PS5 remaster censored to save trans lives.
This is an update regarding GTA 5, GTA 5's current gen console censorship.
Did it say saves trans lives?
Yeah, it seriously said that. Despite all the times...
Okay, GTA 5, explain how you're saving lives. Specifically, instead of saving all lives, you focus on trans lives. Please explain.
Yeah,
definitely explain it.
We took out the slurs. Oh, okay, I don't think slurs in a GTA game made or broke. Were gonna make or break anything. It's a video game.
I'm sorry that I'm gonna bring this to you, and you might want to cut this out later or something. But if someone who is a trans person gets so offended at a video game for a slur they use that they even think about you going out, like as far as committing the unthinkable, then really I think our society has become oversensitive to that. What's the word I'm trying to think of? To that situation. When did people become so overly sensitive that they would think about committing the unthinkable for a video game? So a non-existent place with non-existent characters wrote a script with a specific slur, and it pisses them off or whatever. Like that, to me, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
Those guys, the guys that were calling for this, they seriously had better time trying to actually save real life trans people instead of trying to police fiction.
See, I say this all the time. The people who focus so much on works of fiction are like, oh my gosh, we gotta do this for the people or whatever. It's like, I really don't think you care about the people because you're online complaining about a fictional work, but you're not actually out there in the trenches about real life stuff happening. Like, I don't think you actually care.
Yeah, here's what Zach Lewis censored within the update. To quote this tweet, the models still exist in director mode at the moment, but their dialogue options have been removed. Preferably means the protagonist's dialogue lines to these NPCs about using the hormones, etc. are therefore in use now too. And they're comparing the PC version to the PS5 version here. And there was also found by J. Prospero of Reddit, the texture prop in the archive has been removed concerning a Captain Space toy figure that quote-unquote interchangeable genitalia. Not sure there's anything else yet stared by, so it's out on PC for now. Thankfully, nothing graphic is being shown.
You went robot on me, bro.
You're going super robot.
Oh man.
What happened to Robot Jones?
I hate Spectrum too. After
Don't we
the,
all?
after the admin explained the changes, they attempted to defend Rockstar from the allegations of censorship, despite proving evidence that such allegations would be completely and utterly justified. They're hard exposed here. To quote, they also shared tweets about making games to admire Rockstar for giving up everything they've been fighting for to willingly censor the game. So basically, they literally bent over to these guys.
Yeah, they're stupid.
I mean, I said this before. These people weren't going to buy the games. They don't care about the games.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably didn't buy GTA 5 or the remaster. They're definitely not going to get the remaster of the remaster because they didn't buy the other two. So I don't see the point in pilling. It's like, yeah, there's some characters who are guys just as women who are like taking hormones to be men or whatever. And
what
like,
are they remastering though? Is my question. Like, GTA 5 came out like what? About
Since
6 years ago, give or take.
Since 2013.
yeah. So.
Okay, so yeah, about 9 years ago. GTA 6 hasn't been released yet, so it doesn't really matter. But GTA 5 is the newest GTA to this day.
Yeah.
So to do a remaster for a game that's not even 10 years old yet.
Do a second remaster because they already did a remaster for PS4.
Right.
Yeah, they
Well,
remastered
second
once.
remaster. It seems a little ridiculous and redundant, honestly. Like they're just trying to find a way for you to pay for their game.
Well, this kills the hype for my hype for GTA 6 now.
What they should do is they should just do it. They should just make the game, but have DLC packs that incorporate all the assets that's going to offend someone.
Or just have a toggle.
Well, yeah, that's the DLC part, so they can make their money and still be happy. So the DLC is like,
oh yeah, the toggle will be the DLC.
exactly. So if you get easily
Even
offended
better.
by rednecks being rednecks kind of thing, you can turn them on or turn them off. If you get easily triggered by what's a character that easily, if you have a Karen, you can turn them on, turn them off, and they'll run up to your face and start arguing with you, and then call the cops on you for no reason. But anyway,
Yeah, that would
Interactions like that, yeah.
that would have been a good parody response. That would have been a good random parody mission. Like the random missions you get into in most GTA titles. That would have definitely been one of them if you happen to have been shopping somewhere or something. And make it extra ridiculous. That would definitely have been golden. But considering they bent over these Puritans, that's less likely to happen. All this is less likely to happen personally.
I mean, the thing is, GTA to this day is selling really well. And a lot of people have been complaining. The same people who are complaining now are complaining early, like before. And GTA still has been selling really well. Like, I mean, really well. So their bottom line was not hurting. They did not need to do this because it didn't matter.
And now look at things have gotten into.
Yeah, that's all I'll say about this topic. It didn't matter.
This is going to be a sorry state of affairs when or if GTA 6 happens.
I'm worried for GTA 6 now. I mean, they're bending over the people who would never buy your game, even though your game's selling really well. Like, I mean, you expect if you bend over, you'd sell like maybe 1,000 more copies or something? I don't know.
Yeah. no way in hell they would buy the game.
GTA 5 is still in the top 30 of games being sold 9 years later. Like, what the heck?
Yeah. You guys got nothing else, right?
No.
Ugh.
Nope.
This was one hell of an update. On to the next one and things get even dumber. Let's turn the sensor off because we're not in Sankaku anymore. Here we go. So this was also an update regarding the Resident Evil 4 VR censorship. It's current year and so this stuff doesn't age well. Oh. Look at my top. Resident Evil 4 executive producer Tom Ivory recently defended the decision to censor the game, pointing to the current year and claiming the censorship and cut content, quote, didn't fit with the Resident Evil franchise these days, unquote, even though it's just them flirting. It's just these two flirting. Nothing else.
So a man and a woman of age of
Yes.
flirting does
Yes.
it with 2022 standards? What are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to look into their eyes and then that's when we know we want to be in a relationship? I don't understand what some of these censorship things be. They're like, oh yeah, we had to cut the flirting because, it just doesn't fly. Because some of the things they said might offend people. It doesn't. It's flirting. It's flirting between two consenting adults.
Yeah. It's implied that they have sex in the end, but they cut that out of the ending for some reason. I clearly remember this.
Yeah, good-looking woman, good-looking guy, consenting adults flirting, and maybe getting it on. Who cares? I don't. How does that not fly? Is that not happening nowadays? Or are people just looking at walls? I don't. They're staring at walls now. I don't understand. What flies in like these today's standards? See, this is what I was talking to Hot Side about a while before we even started the podcast. Where is the line? Because people keep making these things about what flies and what doesn't, and I'm like, where's the line?
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like they made where there's zero incentive to be in a relationship today, and that's apparently also, and they're apparently also applying that to games as well. Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, where are you saying, Hot Side?
I don't want to leave. Like, I don't want to take creativity away from a game, but at the same time, like, we discussed this before, where video games have a rating. There's E for everyone, PG-13, T for teens, mature, etc. The thing I hate about that rating is there are some games that are nowadays rated teens that was rated M like 6 years ago, 10 years ago. Like Call of Duty games. They weren't for teens because there's blood, violence, cussing. They were mature games. But now I feel like the industry standard is they're lowering the bar. Soon we're going to have PG-13 games that are going to have actual sex scenes in them. It's going to be disgusting and stupid in my opinion.
And that's if it involves certain ideologies. Everything else, most likely the teen rating will only have a little bit of stuff in it, but imagine something as last kissing warranting in them rating. What?
Imagine them kissing is a what?
I'll repeat again. Imagine the teen rating, it'll just be a harder E10 plus, and then and then apparently kissing alone would end up applying for an M rating. And nothing else? I don't like where this is going.
It's
No,
like I
no,
said
no.
before. Go ahead.
Saying the standard is getting lower. So I was saying that nudity would be considered like nudity would be considered teen appropriate or PG
Well, only if
13.
it's a man, because apparently in the West they don't like women nude or something.
Yeah. That and anything that entices straight men is bad news according to the West. But that crap happening like in The Last of Us 2, apparently that's fine. Also, Life is Strange still has that
I don't know
other
who
scene,
wants it either.
and that crap's still up. Yeah, they clearly run on double standards here.
It's like I said, I just need to know where the line is, because they keep drawing these lines in the sand, and they keep going back further and further. I'm just like, where's the line? Like, I need to know where it's at, because yeah, you keep moving the goalposts, you keep shifting it. I'm like,
It's like the Bugs Bunny cartoon where he's talking to the cowboy guy, something Sam. Anyways,
Yosemite
there's
Sam.
a scene in one of his. Yeah. Anyways, there's a scene where he's like, "I bet you won't cross this line." Bugs Bunny, Sam, and he crosses it. And he's like, "I bet you won't cross this one." And he does it all the way to a cliff. I feel like we're about 3 lines, maybe 2 lines, before they plummet to their death, figuratively, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I've said it before. I feel like it comes back around. Like, we're gonna get to a point where, because you remember with, like, for example, cartoons,
Yeah.
or like media in general, where it got censored so much, late 70s, early 80s, that in the early 90s, just about all the censors, it wasn't that they were gone, but so many studios weren't caring about censors because they just got tired of it. And we got some really wild stuff coming out of the early 90s, that everyone had to come together collectively and say, okay, let's make the line here so extreme. I think that's going to happen with gaming, where they're going to keep pushing people back to the point where every studio is like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm just going to put everything out in the game. And just put all this wild stuff in game. And ESRB is not going to be able to rate all this stuff because it's going to be a bunch of wild stuff in every single game. And then they're all going to have to sit down and have a talk and be like, okay, let's come up together with where the line is so we don't go too far. Because like I said, that happened with cartoons and other, visual media as far as like TVs, where like the early 90s just had some wild stuff because no studio cared because they got tired of being censored.
Yeah. And this is most likely going
I
to be
think
for
it'd
the
be
indie
interesting
territory.
to do like maybe their next rating system. It's not going to be a rating. Anyways,
Yeah,
I feel like the
this-
next rating system they should do shouldn't be a rating like T for everyone or E for everyone. It should be like warnings on the back, high on the back, high, and it'll have like 3 levels. It'll be highly, mid, and then low. And then
What's
Yeah.
funny, they had a similar system to that back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, and the
with,
high levels have parental advisory sticker.
Yeah, they had that, like, with the old Street Fighter games and stuff, and even Mortal Kombat. They had something like that back in the 90s, but people just got so upset about stuff that the ESRB was formed, and ESRB started rating stuff, which is fine, but
Also, I think that scenario would happen, but only for the indie scene. AAA will still be AAA, unfortunately, until they get involved in the reaction to this.
oh no, they're going to at some point. Like I said, with where cartoons and stuff went back in the 90s, like, because these companies are going to get tired of being censored at some point. Like, not just companies, but people on them, and everyone's going to start doing wild stuff, and You know, you can't fire everyone because you fire everyone, you have no one working. So
Yeah.
they don't have to. They'll have to sit down and talk about something. And say, okay, let's actually make an actual line.
Yeah, and yeah, the snowflakes can't foam at the mouth at everything, and a lot of them will stand their ground.
I mean, it's just stupid. But yeah, next topic.
Yeah. In fact, I already see some indies already standing their ground to this.
I know.
For
I know
example-
when we start our gaming studio, we're gonna do that.
Yeah. For example, hope you don't mind the shout out. There's this group called Team Sneed. They made Cuckold Simulator. they actually were roasting the actual cuckolds that were playing this game. This game was a parody. A literal parody of the cuckold, and they're getting actual cuckolds playing the game. They were like, all right, this is...
Okay.
Yeah. Well, brace yourselves. This is the censored game of the show.
Well, we
That
got
game
her.
Yeah. That game at hand is the localized version of Triangle Strategy for its utter butchering. Including...
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard of that. The word woman was offensive or something like that.
Yeah, including them thinking that the woman word is apparently totally offensive. Imagine...
Weird.
What do you want to be called? I don't mean that in a facetious way. I mean legitimately. What do you want to be called?
No.
How did that get you nuked?
I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of calling you what you want to be called. But I promise you, I ain't going to call you a woman. I'm going to call you something a lot worse.
Yeah. Well, same.
Like, did you just call me a woman? I'm offended. What? Like, what? Hello?
No. You misheard me. I said, whoa, man. See, there's a difference between woman and woman.
I will
I've
call
seen
you
some
Bobby
people-
Womack, bro. That's what I'm calling
I've
you.
seen some
Like-
people use woman too.
Bro, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, bro. This is funny because I remember back on Hot Side Hour High School, we always joke about how people get offended by everything. Like, you could sneeze and someone would be offended. And this is it. This is what we were joking about, dude.
I remember one time we were joking about that, and you're like, "Oh, you sneeze and someone gets offended." No, someone say "bless you" and they get offended because you bless someone when you're not an actual priest or something. I'm like, what kind of crap is that, man? It's just the stupidest.
It's just funny to me. You said woman? Like, bro, listen, calm down. It'll be okay. Go outside and touch grass. I know I said that before, but it works. I promise you it does. Just touch some grass. Do something. You know, it's just breathe some fresh air. Get off that computer. Get off your phone. Get off the tab. Whatever you're on. Get off technology and just chill for a second.
All right. Not to actually touch the article. The English release of Triangle Strategy has succumbed to the same fate as so many other Japanese titles, as the dialogue was found to have been localized, changing the tone of attitude of certain lines whilst rewriting others to boost the female characters up. The word woman was often swapped out for neutral words, and according to one Twitter user, Twitter's translators are allegedly instructed to not use the word as it could be, quote, deemed offensive to Western audiences. To quote this guy, meanwhile, I've been instructed before never to use the woman word in direct address because it might be offensive to Western audiences, unquote.
What?
Go zoom in the image. Crime Pruitt coming from the Japanese version says, crime Pruitt coming from a powerless woman, and however the English version says, it appears your imprudence has contained yourself, Laura. Your charge knows not how powerless she is, and that's just one of many.
Okay, that sounds a lot nicer than the first one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that sounds like he's being
the first
nice.
one is, yeah.
The first one is supposed to be him. The thing is, he's saying
This
something
person
inside.
beside you doesn't know how powerless they are. Is what makes it sound.
Yeah. Yeah, one does not carry the same tone as the other, even though they thought both carried the same tone.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with changing stuff up, is because this is meant to be a line where they're essentially putting down someone like, yeah, you'll never beat me. But the other one, it's like, oh, listen, you just don't realize you're not quite at this level, but you can get at this level soon, or something like that. It's like, no, you're not trying to.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. The translator actually pointed out had something else interesting listed here. I've already quoted that part. This one. On that note, it's interesting that Final Fantasy XIV has an alehouse called the Drowning Wench. Client that prohibits me from using the word woman in direct address would have some serious words with me for using wench in any context whatsoever. Continuing down the article, a curious individual also versed in Japanese.
What happened? You pitched out and you sound like you hyperspeed.
Oh, wait. To continue, a curious individual versed in Japanese sifted through both versions of the game and provided screenshots comparing the dialogue, with the differences ranging from minor severity to more significant levels that might have someone wondering if the localizers were attempting to write fan fiction as opposed to actually putting out an accurate translation. The localization team, perhaps the behest of the so-called ethics department, changed much in the game, altering themes, tones, and characterization, removing what the actual developers intended for players. I'm gonna go with a few. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a few of the good ones here. This one. Oh yeah, this one totally. Original Japanese says, "Take care of Frederica-san. I won't forgive you if you make her cry." Here, however, in English, a word of advice, lad. You do well not to anger her. To quote whoever's doing this, JP Savrok is being fatherly while ENG is a Reddit in general.
Yeah, see, anger and sadness are two different emotions, and they're saying don't make. See that they change the story up by changing it like that. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know. I don't have enough energy for this topic. It's stupid. I don't.
Yeah.
They said one was offensive.
Oh yeah, there's actually one part where they deliberately took the woman word out. This was after this one. It's this one. They changed from woman to traveler. Original Japanese, the English shit. What's this then? A traveler out here all alone, eh? And however, the Japanese pretty much said, "What's this then? A woman out here all alone, eh?" They deliberately changed that.
That right there really is weird, because you wouldn't be surprised that a traveler's out here alone.
Yeah.
Because they're a traveler. You would be surprised if it's just a lone woman, though. So that line would make sense if they said woman, because they're wondering why a lone woman's out there by herself, not a traveler. A traveler travels, so you're not gonna be like, oh, like you're not gonna assume someone's a traveler just because you see them. Like, oh, you're in the woods, you must be traveling. No, they might just have got lost. What? Like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a peak tomfoolery here. This is personally peak tomfoolery. This would be peak tomfoolery here if not for the things I've already run into. It's for the dumb news section, and tonight basically about the stapler thing. I had enough Twitter for today. There. And there was way more than this. I believe everyone has had enough of this for this session. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm done with this topic. Next topic.
Yeah, let's move it. Give me a good moment to remove it. Give me a good moment to remove the censors. We're going to the dumb news section. Man. Unless part of the dumb news is also in Sankaku.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nope, none of them are.
Reddit.
None of them are, thank goodness. But except one of them is in Reddit.
Bro, I love Reddit, and I hate Reddit.
Yeah.
Reddit's amazing and terrible at the same time.
One of them is an actual Reddit. This is actually an update from a topic that was a whole while ago. You guys remember the Mike Z case where everyone basically fled Lab Zero. They had him as a cause, and then there was another scenario where he was apparently Me Too'd by Bunny IU, aka Bunny GIF currently.
Yeah, I remember Mike Z vaguely, like in one of the tournaments he made it was a silly joke, it was stupid, but a lot of people took it to heart and thought he was trying to offend them. And then also I think Bunny GIF had said that he
she said that he harassed him through DMs when actually he just had no game. We actually checked out the DMs on stream.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Did Bunny GIF just get canceled not too long ago?
Yeah, she just got canceled not too long ago because she was
for that same thing?
Yeah. I was gonna point that out. She got canceled for actual harassment.
That's kind of funny when you think about it.
I
remember when we covered this topic, I said, that's just a dude with no game trying to shoot his shot.
Yeah.
That's not harassment, unless y'all told him to stop and he kept trying, which he didn't.
Yeah.
When they said, like one girl
I remember the DMs. She didn't say stop there.
Yeah, because I remember
she just left him on red.
Yeah, there's one girl that was like, I said that she talked to him personally and told him she felt uncomfortable, and you never saw him message her again after that. But an other didn't care. So it's like now Bunny GIF was like, oh yeah, he was harassing people. Now Bunny GIF got canceled for harassing people.
Actual harassment, and her moderator was being dirty as well. And that ghost written apology.
Yo, that's that karma right there. I don't wish bad on anyone, but that right there, that's some karma right there. Bunny GIF Center acting like the moral high ground, and turns out behind the scenes, Bunny GIF doing some really strange stuff, and so is their moderator. Like, girl, listen.
Oh man. And it looks like karma's gonna really kick her and everyone else involved in the Mike Z case right in the ass here.
How the heck they strong arm about his old company?
Yeah, former CEO of Lab Zero, Mike Z's court file on how his employees strong armed his company away from him by using Bunny IU and his autism against him. So he really took them in court and is currently suing them.
Wait, what's funny is like Bunny, but like Bunny and like IU and all that stuff. I could have sworn they were big on the whole don't pick on people with disabilities. I mean, not kind
Yeah.
of gun people with autism, but like that's a disability.
Yeah, that's
Y'all
a clear
ganged up on this
disability.
man. Y'all just ganged up on this man.
Yeah, it goes triple for him trying to shoot his shot and failing.
Yeah, I mean,
Once
and
again, she just left him on red there.
like, yeah, you didn't tell him that you felt uncomfortable. You just decided, oh, you see these messages? You shouldn't be saying it. It's like he was shot his shot. Like if you told him to stop, because the other girl who said they told him to stop said he stopped. So obviously that works.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. Yeah, we're. Yeah, people with that case, they're very direct. And are also very bad at not being direct.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, not even trying to be mean with autism, but like a lot of them, that they have a certain way about them. They have a certain niche they kind of go with, and
Yeah, this is
he,
personal experience on my end. We're
yeah,
fine with
he
being
saw
very
something he
direct, but
liked.
we're bad at
Yeah, oh
at
yeah,
being
exactly. So I mean,
we're bad at being not direct. Because there's still a line of offense that we didn't want to cross over.
yeah.
That was
So I
Mike
mean,
Z's
he
case in
he
that
saw a pretty
case,
girl.
and then please continue, Epic.
Yeah, I mean, he saw a pretty girl. He saw a pretty girl. He shot his shot, and I mean, it was lame, but I mean, he didn't hurt no one.
Yeah, he just
He
got
made a
left on
stupid
red.
joke on stream. Yeah, he made a stupid joke on stream. People are like, oh, he's racist. No, he made a stupid joke on stream because he thought the joke was funny. I mean, all you had to do is say it wasn't funny. It wasn't a racist joke. It was just an unfunny joke.
Yeah, yeah, and now it was
Everyone's in there
now
dogging
he's
this man.
suing.
Saying he's back. Even back on our podcast. Go ahead.
Yeah, now he's currently suing everyone that threw him off of Lab Zero. Currently, the case files are right here.
I mean, good for him. Good for him. I mean, like I said, it's just. I mean, they strong armed this man at his own company. All he wanted to do is make games. This dude was not messing with anyone. He shot his shot, was left on red, and that was it. And he wasn't coming at people. He made a stupid joke on when people one of the I think tournaments. He made a stupid joke. People, oh, he's racist. It's like you guys don't even know a full story about anything. And he didn't say nothing racist. Like he made a stupid joke.
Yeah. And according to this, the staff knew of his autism. He knew of it beforehand. But they knew of it beforehand. And then this happened, and now he's currently suing them for defamation. For defamation and for throwing them out. If his case is true, and personally this is most likely true, after seeing both sides here. If this is true, then Mike Z deserves to sue every last one of them. And make sure that they're financially in hell.
And I mean, he has an even better basis now that Bunny Gift has been called out. So
Yeah. And Bunny Gift just got canceled for legit harassment.
With receipts. Yeah, that is just funny to me. I don't wish bad on anyone. That's funny to me. Dog pound his man to get him out of his own company. And now you got dog pound on.
Oh yeah, she got accused of being manipulative, being totally lazy, being manipulative, was verbally and mentally abusive, a lot of other things. And this was for multiple people.
Yeah, within her community too.
Yeah. Her own community. Yeah, she was stockpiled on all sides here, and rightfully so.
Yeah, I wish
and now she's getting sued by, someone that she slandered.
Yeah,
she slandered and falsely accused him of legit sexual harassment, when in reality he just shot a shot and nothing else. There's another case where, like you said, someone told him to beat it, and he beat it.
Exactly. I mean, so that's my whole thing about it. Is like someone's like, yeah, no, I'm good, and he's like, okay, and he did not bother him again.
Yeah.
Like that right there is not a harassment.
Yeah.
Just because someone shot their shot and you didn't like it, that's not them harassing you.
If this court case goes where I think he goes, he's gonna be having bunny stew for dinner.
Yeah, good for him. I'm glad he's taking legal action, because I remember we covered this a while back. It was a whole different season, I think, like maybe 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, this should be. I think it's 2 seasons ago. This happened in 2020.
Yeah, this happened a while ago. And like even then I was like, this just doesn't seem right that he's getting pushed out of his own company. And it's good to see legal action being taken.
Yeah. So this turned out to be a really good update to that disaster. I sadly couldn't exactly find it where we find it. I think it's on your channel, most likely, unless I'm mistaken.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just find.
Oh yeah.
I don't think.
Oh yeah, it must definitely have been season 2. Yeah, I've been too busy getting my own channel off the ground instead of uploading season 2 to the archive channel, and everything in the archive channel also goes to BitChute.
Nice.
They're still going to BitChute to this day. But I have to deal with that. But I believe that's enough out of me for this topic.
Yeah,
Hot Sock, do you have anything on this?
Hot Sock's asleep. Yep, he is asleep.
Going once, going twice.
Well, he's not snoring, so I won't boom just yet.
I'm docking him now.
Oh yeah, docked.
Docked.
Next topic.
This would have been a great one for him. He's in that part of the field, so this would have been great for him. Anyway, now I went to the the second dumbest we're using this last, but this is the dumbest of this bunch. So, this is a Roblox-related disaster.
Oh, this is the Kim K thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
So, Kim Kardashian ended up threatening to sue Roblox over some game advertising and unreleased sex tape of hers. But here's the thing. To make this short... Oh, yeah, it's on there. Kim Kardashian threatened to sue Roblox when her 6-year-old son, Saint West, saw a game made in Roblox which claimed to have her sex tape at hand. For those unaware, Roblox happens to be a DIY sandbox game platform. You can make your own games. You can also naturally play games made and hosted by other players. And he just happened to run into the sex tape this way.
You know, something that didn't make sense to me. I saw that clip. She's like, "Thank God he can't read." Like, the kid can't read at the age of 6. What have y'all been teaching him?
Wow.
I mean, it's good for you on this end that he can't read because if he could, he would have saw him. But yeah, he
Yeah,
just saw his mom's name, and that's
yeah, he
probably all he
saw it.
understood. So he
However,
thought,
he saw it already.
yeah. Luckily, he didn't watch like the entirety of the video. Like he just kind of saw his mom's name, so he
Uh,
brought it to her. I think it's funny, but he couldn't really read anything else because they have not been teaching this kid who's 6 years old now how to read. Um,
wow. But he definitely saw it. And then Kim shows up. And then Kim shows up and discovers it, and now, yeah, and now the consequences of her actions have come back to haunt her.
yeah, I mean, my thing is this: I watched some YouTubers. Can't remember who it was, but they talked about the whole. Uh, you made a selfish decision, and now you're trying to sue Roblox for someone else hosting something. Like, I
Yeah,
mean, it's like
yeah,
it's using my likeness. It's like you put this out there. I mean, and you actually benefited from it. You got
yeah,
money off of it. Um, you built a whole brand around that tape, and now you're like, oh, I don't want kids to see it. Well, it's out there, sweetheart.
yeah. It's
The
already
internet,
out there. The internet is forever.
like,
Yeah, the guy that made it. Since this is Roblox at hand, he was definitely reported in the ban for it.
exactly.
But still, the internet is forever. You're not getting
Like,
rid of that
at some
tape.
point, your kids are gonna see it. I
Yeah,
mean, at some point, they're gonna see it. I mean,
they're
so
gonna see it sooner or later, or
it's
know
best.
that you
But
were hoeing out sooner or later.
yeah, so it's best when they get to a certain age for you to sit them all down and just talk to them and let them know that they might find some things out about mommy
Yeah.
that aren't the best.
And now, if not already, he's gonna catch some serious bullying for this.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's probably
poor
what
thing.
homeschool right now.
This is one of the cases that being born from a celebrity family is more unfortunate than fortunate. Back to quoting to the article. What was that, Epic?
I was just saying the worst thing is that they advertise this on TV, so they gave more attention from TV, from television. They shouldn't have done that. But what do you say?
Back to quoting the article. The folks at Roblox will click to ban the game and its creator, called it, while knowing despite the ban it sets tape in its world whatever somehow. Oh, Epic, you were right then. He just read the name. Kim recognized the sets tape's name and thought that he saw it. Epic, you're right. I am very sorry.
Oh, you're good.
The reference video was never available on our platform, a Roblox representative said. We have strict moderation policies to protect our community, including zero tolerance to sexual content and any content which violates our community rules. They add the text reference to the tape that got around our filters was quickly taken down and fortunately visible to only an extremely small number of people on the platform. We also swiftly took down the associated experience and banned the community developer involved with the incident. Despite the news that Kim Kardashian threatened to sue Roblox with a potential lawsuit, the game that was actually sued last year over an unauthorized song use. This led to the Roblox studio to naturally banning the game and its creator. Unquote.
I'm still stuck on the fact that this 6-year-old child can't even read. I don't even
Yeah!
understand.
You think you should
y'all
read by
haven't
now?
I haven't taught this child nothing in his homeschool. Man, what has he been doing in homeschool? Just playing Roblox the whole time?
Yeah.
This picture is funny though.
Absolute trash at parenting. And
but yeah.
and those kids' lives are even worse now.
I mean, the fact that he can read the name Kardashian and knows that's him.
Yeah.
Or in West, I'm just saying because Kardashian is a very unique name. So the fact that he's able to read that, you could teach him anything else, probably. I'm just saying, but yeah, y'all refuse to teach your kids. I guess you want to keep them ignorant, so for as long as you can, so that when they get older, they don't know anything. I don't know.
Yeah, that is absolute trash.
Shouts to Kim K.
Ugh.
Shouts to Kim K.
Yeah, you'd think the divorce rape wasn't enough.
Oh no, it's never enough.
It's never enough. And the kids have to go through this.
Oh, it's going to be much worse when they get older. Like,
Yeah.
if they ever go to public or private school, it's over, bro. They can never talk crap about anyone. As soon as they do, you know what jokes someone else going to say about them.
Yeah.
At least my mom in the sex tape. It's like, yo, bro, it's over, bro.
There's no coming back from that.
Nope.
The only thing that's topping this is being known for the kid that was involved, the kid that had his mom involved in something far worse, or involved his mom actually getting killed on camera. And I've heard this, but that's actually happened, but that was an accident. That was the woman that was hanging around at the. That was hanging around the. She was hanging around the car window. She was hanging around the car window, got ragdolled by a stop sign, and that actually killed her due to the impact.
That is wow.
She left behind a son.
Oh man,
that
wow.
Poor guy's gonna. Yeah, that poor guy's already traumatized for life.
Rest in peace and bless up, my boy. Bless up. I'm sorry.
Darwin doing his finest work.
That's wow what you just said there. Next topic.
Yeah. This actually reminded me of this because of the gravity of what the kids are going to go through.
Yeah. Speaking of Darwin, check out Darwin's Game. That's a pretty good anime. All right, next topic.
All right, this one's the final topic. Because this was actually more fun than dumb. Now, without much further ado, you need to brace yourselves here. Yes, this is an Elden Ring related topic.
Ooh.
But apparently for people that were doing multiplayer in Elden Ring, there were incidents where the people that apparently picked up a hacked item and then they get insta banned. The hacked item at hand, a pair of panties.
What?
You
can no longer drop undies in Elden Ring. You could drop underpants in Elden Ring?
Yeah, you can literally drop panties in Elden Ring.
Oh man.
Up until here.
Down. Those maidens down. Let's go. Now when they said at the beginning of the game you have no maidens.
From maidenless to serial panty dropper.
Let's go.
Player character had a long way coming.
Yeah, bro. And this man said, let me show you my stamina.
To quote, a new update made it so that players can't pass on the illegal underpants, deathbed smalls. Elden Ring players can leave each other gifts in the game's multiplayer component. Sometimes there's a sweet piece of equipment or a powerful sword. Other times, however, it's a pair of underwear that will get you banned. The underpants in question are the infamous hack drawers known as deathbed smalls. Basically, if you find a pair of fancy undies on the ground, leave them there. Leave them there at once. Players that have tempted fate and picked them up or were completely unsuspecting are reporting that they've been soft banned from Elden Ring. There are numerous warnings on the Elden Ring subreddit as spot by Vice as well. So after 220 hours, I pick up some underwear and it's all over, one player wrote. And this is the underwear at hand.
Oh my, that's like a loincloth.
Yeah.
Yo, what maiden was wearing that?
Yeah, that is sultry.
Oh man. That maiden was getting down.
Yeah! Elden Ring, like From Software's other games, follow a general rule for wearables. If you see it on somewhere else, you can probably wear it too, which means a massive fashion scene for fans. In Elden Ring in particular, players found that Fia, a lady you can actually hug in Elden Ring, is wearing a piece of fancy lingerie under her dress. From Software. However, they appear to have cut the undies from the final version of the Elden Ring, opting only to get Fia's deathbed dress and robe. But that doesn't mean the underpants are inaccessible. Horny players quickly figured out that they can be hacked into the game. Players have been trading and begging each other to drop the panties all over Elden Ring subreddit. Sometimes it appears to be an accident. A player picks up random stuff dropped by outsiders unknowingly grabbing them. Now some players are getting a warning. Delete the panties or get soft banned. A soft ban means a player can still use multiplayer but instead toss into a quarantine queue with other soft ban players. A message to the soft ban players posted to Reddit From Software said players must remove the item, sometimes deleting an entire save file to prevent themselves from being suspended. Fia's underplants aren't the only illegal item in Elden Ring, however, according to players. Bans have also reportedly been meted out for the fetal position gesture. Polygon has reached out to the publisher Bandai Namco for added clarification, but we have an update here. A Bandai executive confirmed to Polygon that players can no longer drop panties in Elden Ring or anything hacked to other players. This was removed as part of Elden Ring's last patch, which fixed the bug that allowed unauthorized items to be passed to other players. Of course, those panties were one of the unauthorized items. So, players basically got banned for picking up that. Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is they made these lingerie undies.
Yeah.
They decided not to put them in the final game, but instead of take them out because they're towards the end, they decided to just cover it up. But people found a way to access them. Now it's like, you pick them up, we're gonna soft ban you unless you delete save files, so you don't have them anymore. Like what? That's
the maiden at hand.
Let it ride.
The maiden at hand, Fia still wears them in game. Don't worry. However, you can't get them or pick them up unless through hacked means.
Yeah, like what they should do. What I'd do if I was Bandai Namco, honestly, is I'd like, you know what? I want to unban this, right? From software, yes, probably. I'm just gonna put this as something that you don't have to hack it in. You could just drop it normally, right?
Yeah. Straight up
I
at
just
them.
Things go out with it.
Yes, that's what I would do. Straight up at them.
I don't. That's what I do.
This was a ridiculous laugh, but honestly, this was at the same time beautiful to see. That game deserves my cash. I can't wait to play it later. Epic, that's it for everything.
Okay, so oh my.
Hot Sot's in the call, still asleep.
It's all good.
Yeah,
that was a topic. All right, so Hot Sauce out. Peace. Master Minos.
This has been Master Menos coming back to Menos' Madhouse. Until next time, be seeing ya. Also, next Sunday night happens to be Walpurgis Night. The Saturday coming to Sunday night, that's Walpurgis Night. I will definitely be streaming at that time, and I will make time for it. This will either be the start of the Sandy Check series or something else good. Look out for that as of this.
Need a girl overdose.
Until next time, be seeing ya.
This is Epstein, the big boss of the podcast. You guys have a good one. Peace.
See ya.
What the heck was that last topic?
Yeah.